Hey, Welsh Dragon Metals here. Today I will be making a bird's nest copper pendant with beads and some e-waste copper. These are the beads that I've chosen. As you can see, they look all cracked and egg-like. Also got some sustainable pearly type things there, acrylic ones. There's also off some old jewellery. And we've got some jump rings and linear connectors there. They're just made out of gold plated materials, likely copper. And we have lots of sustainable copper here. Been breaking it up in order to get a nice long length. And I'll be showing you now what I will be making. Oop, as I drop it. Typical. Anyway, there's the bird's nest pendant with the eggs. Sort of look like ostrich eggs, I guess. Try and get a close up on that. As you can see, there's all sort of egg-like marks upon there. And the other beads look very similar. Now these need to be made irregular, as you can see. It's all over the place, as birds generally make their nests like that. So, we'll be showing how to make one of them. And I have all sorts of beadage inside of those nests, not just acrylic beads or even wooden beads. You could have sandalwood, multicolour beads, or even precious material like jade or gemstones. For example, one of these, which is Malaysian jade. Very nice green upon them, but I won't be using them, as how many eggs look green. So, large bit of copper here, long length. Grab the 3 beads that I will be needing. Using them 3, as you can see. Thread them all on first. So I'll go and skew it there, straighten that up a bit. Now there's some kinks in that wire, straightened now. The easy way to do that is just hold the wire in your shirt and pull the wire through the shirt with you holding it. Breaks out any kinks in the wire smoothly. As you can see, it's very nice and clean now. So 3 beads are on there. Want to find the middle point of the wire. Do this. And then follow it back down to where the beads are. And make a triangle. So, I want to twist them around, nothing fancy. And put that back underneath. Now, time is to start wrapping. You can use either end, doesn't really matter, this can take a little while. And you may need to use more copper than what you have if you want a nice nest going. It's in the way at the moment. These can end up a bit chaotic and irregular, as I've said. That is partially the point with birds' nests. So carry on going until think you're getting a good nest appearance. It's going to take a little while, as there is quite a bit of copper. You'll want more, not less, as you'll probably find out that you didn't have enough in the first place. So I'm going to tie this around the copper here. And again, that's to just secure what I've wrapped already in place. You don't have to do that, but it does help while you're wrapping, I find. But as I've said, this needs to be irregular, so it does help for it to be sort of all over the place actually, as not many birds are going to build their nest perfectly. If a human couldn't do that, avian certainly couldn't. Although I have seen some pretty cool nests over the years, but none of them perfect. So with that in mind, keep it irregular and weird looking. So keep going round with your copper. And it's got to the bottom part as well, don't forget that. I'm going to finish this edge with the copper that I have here, as I've still got the other side to wrap around. So, good idea to make a base on them. Not everyone makes bases on these, but I like to have a little bit of substance on the bottom, as otherwise it looks weird because you can see all the way through, which I don't like. Some people may disagree and want the see-through effect if they have nicer stones to work with, or they just want to use some pearls or something that they have at hand. So next bit of wire now. That's actually coming done. Use a bit of pliers there to bend that underneath. Yeah, it's going through. I need that tucked out of the way, so get that into the nest corner if possible. Okay. Some difficulty going under there, as well put it under that one. No, actually, never mind, it just went under there. Cool. So continue wrapping, same fashion before. Wrap in circles around the nest. Ooh, that one slipped out. You're going to have to use your nail, as you can see, to alter the position while you're going. And you will likely not have enough copper wire to make one, which means I'm going to have to get another section in order to build it up even more. Tend to not need much though on the second pass. Okay, not much left on that wire, so I will thread it through. Secure what I've done so far there. Doesn't matter if it goes through the middle like that, as long as it keeps it securely in place. Keep going all the way round on the 3 axes if possible. That's kinked a bit. That happens. You've got to just work with it, I suppose. There we go, that went through nicely. Same round, all the way round. Kind of laborious and boring, but it is how it's made. As you can see, it's starting to take shape and look a bit more nest-like. Bottom's also looking a bit more nest-like with its chaotic sort of wiriness. I'm going to add to that now. Try and get that underneath there. Manipulate it through. I'm going to have some more material on the bottom of the nestage. which is always cool. As I said, it helps give it a more natural like appearance. Almost out of copper wire on that bit. And I'm out of copper wire there, look. So all that just disappeared into that little thing. So that is why more is needed. So let's get some more. Lots of little bits there. It's a nice section. I think I'll use that. So coming along nicely. Same effect again, and I will twist it. Just threaded it through the middle is all. Back over on the bottom. My hair just flopped in my face. Oof. That will happen with hair as long as mine. But I won't cut it. Never cut my hair. I look very, very strange with short hair. That I can assure you. And then you'll be like, you're going to have to grow your hair back. You look weird. Weirder. So, my hair stays. So I was meant to have short hair. I'm sure that I would have been made that way. But I haven't been. So. Still, my hair is incredibly long. Being as though it touches my hips. So, I have like 4 or 5 foot long hair. Yes, that took a long time to grow. And it's annoying to manage. Still, some people spend ridiculous amounts having nice hair. There's me moaning about having long hair, so, you know. But Americans spend literally millions on hair treatments and stuff. Which is nuts. But I suppose if you want hair like a hippie, then go for it. No, I'm not a hippie. Just have long hair. Damn it. I'm trying to thread that through. Sort of like weaving with copper, very fine copper. Down the middle. Put that in a bit. Don't want too much in the middle, you don't, otherwise it'll block it all up and it'll look nasty. I've done that before and it was pretty much a failure, so I had to take the entire nest apart again. Don't recommend you do that, so get it right the first time. So they can take a little while to make, as you can see. It's a lot of tedious weaving of very fine copper. This stuff's about, I'd say 0.1 millimeter, maybe 0.2 millimeter thick. So fine gauge, FG stuff. Looking for the scale for that. FG gauge copper wire. Extremely thin. kinked again with there. See them kinks? If that happens, you're going to have to either squish it out or work with it. I'm squishing it there, as you can see, just to go through that hole, because I will be rounding it round here anyway. And it broke off anyway, so that's convenient, I guess. Let's finish up this. Oof. I have to angle that to get it through, sort of like a sewing thing. There we go. Like to move it round with my nail on the bottom to make sure there's a nice coverage, as you can see, for the nest bottom. It's not very nice having all holes through the bottom of the nest, if you ask me. There are a few ways of doing these, as in without the securing corners on each. Don't have to actually have all them securing corners. But they do give some structural rigidity and strength to the whole piece, making it a stronger pendant. I suppose that is desirable if you want to put this on a necklace rather than something else. You can make an interesting addition to a crystal tree, or a copper crystal tree. I have one of them close by. We'll check in a minute. So there's the bird's nest done. As you can see, it's sort of like egg-like striations on the beads. And that was made entirely out of pretty much e-waste material. Give that a little adjustment. It was good to do little adjustments here and there, so you're a little bit more happy with it. Better, looks a bit more similar to the other one that I have, which is a bit more built up, as you can see. This one has an insane amount of material upon it, so let's have a look at them. The one I made there, it isn't half as big, as you can see. There's the one I made previously, which is a bit more chaotic there. That's what you'll be aiming for, one like that. This one's a bit tidy and could use another layer, as you can see, which I probably will do. Plenty more copper there. Post the results of that when finished as well. Take some nice images. Anyway, let's continue. Move that one aside. Where's my tea? Got some chamomile tea here. Look at that stuff. Tastes very nice and herby. Yeah, I'm fully aware what that stuff looks like, but no, it isn't that. I'm not a tea drinker. Leave that to the health weirdos. And Bear Grylls in the desert. But since I'm not a survival instructor, we won't be doing that. So I'm going to be continuing weaving this. Get even more layers built up on it, as it is not as thick as I imagined the other would be. Thought it'd be as thick as the other one. Bit miscalculated. A lot of material did end up on the bottom though. I think I need to work on the bottom less, on the sides more. As look, It's already got quite a lot of material on it. I think I've overdone it on the side material. Damn it. There we go. Is that going through? Yeah. As you can see, these can take a little while to make. Right, weave time. Get some chaoticness going on. That shouldn't have gone under there. Damn it. Need it through that side. Pick it a bit so I can try and get through there. Yay. And back over. Over and under in little waves, because I want a sort of weave like basket around the side like I have with the other nest. Which is quite easy to do, as you can see. And you build up the layers like that until it's a little bit more weaved looking. You can take quite a few sections of copper wire, or you can just use one long piece. This all is all quite messy stuff that I'm making use of. I have so much copper wire at the moment, it's unreal. Like dozens of pounds of the stuff, so I'm making use of some of the thinner stuff right now. I'll be doing a few videos like that before I work onto some nice complex things worth a good deal. They will take a long time, no doubt. They'll be like probably hour-long videos, something like that. Still, if you're interested in watching jewellery creation from scratch, be a good video. Very shiny and unique. Unique is cool. There's not too many unique things in this world after all. Right, looking a bit better on the old weaving on the nest now. I also have that section to go. Cool little bird's nest pendant. There's going to be quite a bit of weight to this little thing also, the amount of copper that is used upon it. So that's gone. Got that piece now left, only one. Where is the starting edge for that? I'll start it over here, I think. Not very pointy. Where's that going through? That's strange. Fed it all the way through and nothing came out. Ah, there we go. Let's continue the irregular weavings in order to get that bird's nesty appearance. Looks like the other one. Which it is looking more like by the second. As the other one looks pretty cool. And this one is also getting there. Try and get some on that edge. Here. would be a great Easter themed pendant, I suppose. Well, any time of year really, as long as you like birds. Make a nice bit of jewellery to have. And it is most definitely handmade. The amount of time it takes to make one is also quite laborious, as you can see. It takes a good deal of time. But they do come in variable complexity, and they always come out nice and unique to what you want in a good piece of jewellery pendantage. Pendants are always better if they're more unique in design. That way if you make another one, it's different. Which means you can mass produce many and they're all good to sell because they're all unique. And that's where you'll aim for with copper pendants and jewellery. Make them all a little bit unique if possible. Poke this wire on there a bit. It's not where I want it. Oh, it does block the space up in the middle very slightly, which I suppose is a good thing. Still going to add a split ring to this. It's a bit thinner towards one edge by the looks of it, on this edge, but doesn't really matter as they're all coming out unique anyway. And regular comes out looking perfect. It'll be a bit daft. Ooh, I've gone hot from that chamomile tea. Can't seem to thread it properly. Damn it, so much copper material on the bottom, it's hard to see where I'm threading it. There we go, it's gone. Give that a little more shaping. Using the pliers. Sharp bit there, put that out of the way. Well, the pliers actually did indeed help shaping that, look at that. It's actually quite close to perfect as that goes. So, split ring, jump ring I mean, and then linkage. I'm going to finish up that pendant from there, would be a nice position. And now I'm going to be more centralized, actually, a thicker area. Don't want it falling off after all. Close that jump ring carefully. Very good. the linkage, swings very nice. And then we have a bird's nest pendant. Very nice little thing. Hope you like it. Let's have a little close-up look. Took me quite a while to make, about half an hour. Very nice, as you can see. There's like egg-like striations and then beads. Sorry about the state of my hands. I make a lot of different jewellery. And the bottom is also quite nice and bird nesty, holding them ostrich-like eggs in place. Also dangles quite well. Therefore making a very, very nice pendant. Well, till next time.